Hello, folks. It's been a long night, and right now it's 1:17 in Spartanburg, South Carolina. And I don't know how long I'm going to stay with this, but clouds were just. I had a crystal clear morning, then clouds came. I went out and did some yard work, and I actually got plumb tired. And so I decided I was going to go ahead and boot up, uncover an image, and it just was getting started, and clouds interfered. I went outside and looked, and dadgone if they weren't everywhere. So I sat downstairs with my wife and watched a little television. Went outside, looked, still clouds, not as many. I could tell they were going to start clearing up, and at about 11 o'clock, they were here and there. And so I thought, well, I'm just going to use Andromeda. I'm just going to run one telescope because I have a feeling clouds are going to be around the rest of the night. So I did, and I'll take you over there. Right now, this is we're on Jupiter, and let me share my screen, and let me do that if I can. We won't have an introduction. We'll just go over here, and there you go. Here's Jupiter now, and its grandeur, and I've been just fiddling around thinking, am I going to go live or not? And I thought, well, I'll go live for a short period of time here just to show you what I'm doing. Let's go over to Andromeda, and let me move over to that kit. Hang on just a minute. Alrighty. I'm using Sequence Generator Pro to image this, and I have taken 20 images of 8 seconds of the red channel, and I've taken 20 images of green of the 8 seconds of the green channel, and I've taken blue filtered images another 8 seconds. So I use these 8-second images for my stars. And then now I'm shooting some 30-second looms. And the reason I'm really running some pretty fast exposures is that Andromeda is just so bloody bright at the core. So I'm going to take 70 looms, 100 red, 100 green, and 100 blue tonight. I got about 2 hours and 46 seconds left. There's a transit in there somewhere, and I'm not going to do 1396. I was, but I'm not. That's the elephant trunk. I'm using the Stellarvue 70T, which is about 336 millimeter, counting the reducer. And so right now we're shooting looms. Over here you see I have the loom filter running. My focus is tack sharp, and that's what I got going on right here. So one of the tricks that I found out in shooting Andromeda is just make sure you do not overexpose it. There's just no way you can mellow out this core that I figured out if you just blow it out at capture. And I tell you what, it's awful close to being blown out at 30 seconds. I'm going to do another medium stretch, and you can see some of the definition in the banding in the galaxy. And so I'll stack 70 of these together. Here's the galaxy to the side, and we'll see. Even when you shoot those 8-second, even when I shot those 8-second stars, I could have probably gotten by with 3 and 4 second. Because what I do is I process the stars. I'll remove the galaxy, and using a star removal tool in PixInsight, and I'll just keep those stars, and there's no need to run deconvolution. They'll be nice tight and colorful and not oversaturated. And then I'll take the longer exposed images. I'll remove those stars and I won't use them. And I'll put the galaxy together into an RGB image and process it by itself. I'll do some tidying up on the stars, then I'll combine them. And so you get nice tight stars, good color, no saturation issues. But I think I've already blown this image by taking, I don't know, I can, it's still early. I probably should taken 15-second looms and 30-second RGB. I'm going to be taking 45-second though, as it is. I must let it run, and I'll see what I have tomorrow or the next day. And let's see, let's go back over to Jupiter and see if we can't make that switch. There we are. And still hanging in the air, guys. It's got to be my favorite, Jupiter. I love Saturn too. I took off the 2.5x power mate, which I need to put back on. And that's another reason why I decided not to do any imaging, because I need to put that on. But there was so much debris on it when I first booted up, and the clouds hadn't completely ruined my early start. I went on to Saturn, and I was starting to set up to image Saturn and about ready to go live when I started losing the planet, and but I could see so much crud on that on some of those optics, and I kind of ruled it was in my power mate, because I took the power mate off and looked at it, and I got to clean it tomorrow, and then hopefully I'll be able to, we'll see. Let's see what's going on tomorrow weather-wise. So yeah, Thursday we should have some good skies tomorrow night. Yeah, for sure. This is tonight. Tomorrow night's going to be even better, it looks like. Well, I got hit right here with this buildup of clouds. It predicted that it was going to get about 20%, 10%, and it's just now cleared out some. So it came a little earlier and it's left a little sooner. So it's improving, and I'll image the sun again tomorrow, because I'm going to have some clear skies. I should have them all day. But I'll image it if there's something remarkable going on with it. So anyway, let's head back to SharpCap and take a look. How's that thing coming? Okay, got it. I hate Windows. How can I get this close flyout? I don't, settings, close flyout, where's it? That thing is so aggravating. I'm sorry I installed Windows 10. Is that what I installed? Yeah. I've never seen so many pop-ups. I know better. I need to leave things alone. Let's see. Let's go over and look at Saturn, and I think I'm going to call it a night. I'm just going to leave Andromeda. I'm going to park this telescope. Show you what's going on outside. Let me bring up my surveillance cameras. They've been acting up. Okay. Um, this telescope over here on the right, the Stellar View 70T, that's actually on Andromeda, and then this is on Jupiter, the SET, absent the power mate, which I'm holding in my hand. So there we be, and I don't need that anymore. Close out real link, and let me stop the guiding, and let's see if we can't head over and find, let me sync this real quick. Alright, Saturn has already transited, so we're going to flip them out. So let's slew there. Actually, let's go back out, and there's that bloody fly, whatever it is. I'm going to figure out tomorrow how to get rid of that. What am I doing? Oh yeah, I need my my outside surveillance. Where are you? Okay. Yeah, this mount's going over, flipping over, going over to see Saturn, which just went through a transit a few minutes ago, and it's coming around. I'm picking up some noise. I think I have clouds. I'm getting that beep from PhD2 that's telling me that I'm losing my guide scar. That's the only place I'm guiding is over on let's stop this, start looping. We've lost connection with my camera. That's been going on. Let's try disconnect. Try to connect it again. I don't know what's causing that. But it's El Nutso. Something happened in the sinking, and we didn't land on Saturn. I don't know where the mount's going now. It's just doing its own thing. Well, I'm gosh, get rid of that thing. Good. Maybe I signed out for good. I didn't know I signed in. The world of widgets. I don't need them. I think I'm no longer synced. I can't tell. Yeah, it's just wrong way. Anyway, guys, I'm going to call it a night, and there it is. They had gone that thing. Where's Bill Gates? when you need relief. Let's go check. Let's go ahead and park this telescope and put it to bed. Make sure it's where it's going. We don't have any wires hung up. I can't do anything anyway. I'm way inside the house upstairs in the bonus room. So all I can do is sit here and look at it and hear it squeal. Although I don't have my headphones on, I don't even know if you guys are getting sound. Okay, it's parked. And I'm going to take one more look at the other camera, and I'm going to go on to bed and call it a night. Let's see, I want to go to, where do I want to go? I need to bring up the other telescope. We can close down Sharp Cap. And I'm going to go ahead and unpark the mount. My guide camera is aimed at my surveillance camera, the infrared. That's why it's lighting up. Yeah, I got to get rid of the gear here. Stop. Disconnect. Bring up my driver. Now I got to bring up Cartes to cell and disconnect my telescope from that. Now we can disconnect EQ mode. Close that out. Bring up. I'll shut this thing down. The Pegasus, and we're gonna shut off power and data and everything, and the dew heater. I'm gonna leave it on, and close this out. We did already. And I'm just going to go ahead and shut this computer down for the night. So the Smith-Cassegrain didn't do any planetary imaging tonight, thanks to crud on the PowerMate 2X Teleview PowerMate, and too lazy to clean it, although I didn't think it would matter. I thought the clouds were going to hang around and I wouldn't do anything. But at any rate, and let's go over and see what Andromeda is doing and then head out. I'm just going to let this image. I'm going to check the weather and make sure I'm not going to have a breeze of rain come moving through. We are about to finish. I think I'm going to add another might as well add 100. So I've got 3 hours of imaging left. Let's see what time this thing transits. It's going to transit at 3:28. What time is it now? 1:30, 2:30, 3:30. It's going to transit 2 hours. So it'll do a flip during the it'll flip sometime 3:28. It may get all the imaging in it needs to get in before it flips, but it's 3 hours and we got no. We're going 3 hours of imaging time. Add another hour, that's 4 hours because of focusing between filter changes and dithering. And then by the time, let's see if guiding's okay. We're at 56 RMS, so guiding's okay. It's as good as I get for me. And let's head back to, we shut that computer off. And so we do not need the outside camera. And let's head back over to to Astro 2 and Andromeda. Let's see what the temperature is outside. Temperature 69. Relative humidity is 99%. So 68 is the dew point. The temperature's already dropped below the dew point, so if you walked outside right now, your feet would be sopping wet if you had tennis shoes on. And were it not for the dew heaters, I'm going to leave the dew heater on the big Smith Cassegrain on all night. But were it not for the dew heaters, this whole thing would it would be a mess. By the way, why aren't these on? I'm going to go ahead and turn these on. That's on the normally come on automatically. I'll go about 80%. And I'll just blow up. Okay, so A and B, the main telescope and the guide scope now have their dew heaters on. It's supposed to trigger it automatically as soon as these two lines intersect, which is the dew point and temperature. That's when you start getting water. And so I may have some water on that. The images look okay. Yeah, they look okay. Stars look good. Deep in the heart of Texas. Stars look good. The stars look good. I'm only cooling to minus 15 degrees because it's so hot outside. But it has the capacity to cool even more because it's only at 65%. So I could have gone down to minus 20, but it doesn't matter. Noise is so easy to manage now. There's so many good noise reduction tools. I just run the gain up as high as I want to run the gain up, and I don't worry about it or the equivalent of the ISO, because you can kill the noise for the most part on CMOS cameras. My attic CCD camera, though, that's a different beast. It's not as easy to manage the noise on those. It's a different kind of noise. I don't even use it anymore, and it was my go-to imaging camera for a long time, the 383. No more. I use ASI's EWO cameras almost exclusively, and tonight I'm using the ASI 1600. It's just been around. I've got two of them, and I love them. I've got some others that I've thought would be even better and perform better, but I just keep going back to those. All right, well, folks, I'm going to call it a night. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to get started early if the clouds will allow, and if they won't, then it'll be business as usual in South Carolina in the month of, well, it'll be September. I guess it's September 1st right now. All right, guys, good night.